Hey there, welcome to our listing here in Wasaga Beach, and more importantly, on the west end of Wasaga Beach and north of Mosley. Some of you might know from some of my other videos that I describe this as one of my favorite pockets from 43rd to 51st on the north side. And this house is in that location, and it's a double wide lot. Not very common. So stick around and I'm gonna take you on a tour of this house. Let me know what you think. And then stick around even longer because I am gonna go through each of those streets I just mentioned and describe how it looks like so you can get a feel for it, because it's not just the house, it's how this west end north of Mosley feels. I'm going to drive through some of the streets, show you what some of the houses look like because they are so different over here, and show you what the beach looks like. And then I don't know, maybe you can let me know if you think it's really nice, or if you like it as much as I do. Again, this just happens to be one of my favorite pockets, and I'd love to know what you think about it. If this is your first time on the channel and you want to learn everything there is to know about living in Wasaga Beach or the general area, make sure you subscribe and tap the bell for notifications. That way you'll just be the first to know everything that's happening in the area. My name is Kevin DeSilva and I'm a local real estate agent here with Roy LePage Locations North. And I get calls all the time, I get emails all the time from people just like you that are thinking about moving here or buying a cottage or buying an investment. It doesn't matter if you're looking to start that journey right now, next week, next month, next year, or if you just want to learn more about the area. Please reach out to me and we can do that. In the description box of this video, including a Zoom link where you can book a meeting with me for a time that works for you directly on my calendar. Other than that, let's get on with the tour of this house, and make sure you stick around for the tour of the streets of the West End so I can explain what this feels like. Okay, so starting with the kitchen, you can see that it's super spacious, brand new appliances. You got a big island. It seats 4 there, but you could definitely fit more than that. And then you have a full dining room table that fits like 8 to 10 people. So you have a huge amount of dining space. And then from the kitchen off into the living room, you got, again, a huge living room. Look at the size of this couch. The couch is massive, and you have this like seating area behind the couch so everybody can kind of, either you can be sitting on the couch or, hanging out with your drink in the seating area. This is the main floor powder room with the office right beside it. And then leading on to upstairs, we have a ton of bedrooms here, this being the master. And off of the master, we have the ensuite, which you can see a nice glass shower, big soaker tub, double sinks. And then the second bedroom is kind of like the kids' room. You got some bunk beds, fun for the kids. The third bedroom with the deck off the back. This is a big wraparound deck. It actually wraps around 2 of the bedrooms, this being the other one. They kind of use it as a family room, like games room kind of thing. So that's kind of cool. And then there's the other 2 bedrooms there. If you kept up, that was 6 bedrooms. Moving on to the outside, this is very special. Like I said, this is one of the 100-foot lots. It's a double wide lot. Most of these are 50. Look at that big wraparound deck with the stairs coming to the bottom. And let's not forget the bunkie, the finished bunkie with another set of bunk beds in there. So you can enjoy those summer nights, or throw a heater in there and enjoy it in the winter too. But again, it's the double wide lot that really sells this property. Double wide lot, big house, all finished. But look at this. Look how close it is to the beach. It is literally a 4-minute walk to Beach Area 6. And you can have your endless beach walks from there. Now, stick around and I'm going to take you on a bit of a driving through some of these streets. Like you just saw in that overview, that 43rd to 51st section, the streets are pretty similar, but there's a few key differences. So I'm going to take you down there, and then we're going to end off right at the beach. You can see what the actual beach is like over there. Stay tuned. So getting this tour started on 43rd Street here on the north end of Mosley. This plaza right here behind me that I just turned off of, that's where there's Shoppers Drug Mart, Tim Hortons, LCBO, there's dentists, there's a few things in there. And then right across Mosley, that's where your Superstore is. Superstore Canadian Tire, Home Hardware, Starbucks, St. Louis, Subway, like Chinese food, tons of stuff. So again, we're in West End, 45th Mosley area. I'm turning off of Puccini Drive, which that's what makes 43rd and 44th, specifically those 2 streets, unique. Is on one side they run into the water, like all these northern streets of Mosley do. But on the south side, most of them run into Mosley, which is our main street in Wasaga Beach. This one runs into Puccini Drive, so there's a bit of a break between, like, Mosley, the busy street. So it's kind of nice. It's just not as busy on this street because this is the back end of the plaza, the Shoppers Plaza, and it's not a very big street. It just spans 3 streets. So but it's a nice break. So I kind of like that about 43rd Street. So I'm just going to drive north on it. Again, just 30 seconds towards the water here. And then I'll turn around and go up 44th and just kind of explain as I as I go through these streets, through this neighborhood that I like so much. Again, you'll see on the side view out my window, you'll see a mix of homes. Some newer ones, some bigger ones, some smaller ones, some that haven't been touched, some that have been ignored. So the very big mix depending on when they were built. On halfway up 43rd Street on the north side, halfway up it, there's like a protected section on the east side of 43rd, which if you go through the trail system, there's a bit of a, not a big trail system, but there's a trail there, and that's where the YMCA is. So you could walk to the YMCA, the swimming pools, tennis courts, gym. You'll see you'll see this right here. That's a lot. Honestly, it's just been severed. It's very common to sever lots. There's a lot of, there's not a lot left, but there's some 100-foot lots that people will sever and build 2 homes on 2 50-foot lots. It's a very popular trend. So 100-foot lots are becoming more and more rare as time goes on the north side of Mosley on this west end. My listing that we were just at a few minutes ago, that is a 100-foot wide lot, so it is super rare, and it is a bigger home, so the chances of somebody buying that as a teardown, it's not the highest and best use, so it wouldn't even make sense, really. 44th Street is right here. I'm on Shore Lane right now. I'm not going to drive up 44th because it's pretty similar to 43rd, other than it doesn't have that section of protected land that goes to the YMCA, but it's a pretty similar street. I'm approaching 45th on Shore Lane, and 45th is one of the main roads in Wasaga Beach to go running kind of north-south to get out of town. So again, 45th is, and Mosley is where all that plaza that I just mentioned is, right? All those amenities. So it is a bit of a throughway through. It's one of the busier streets on the northern sides of all these numbered streets just because of it being a throughway. A lot of people just come down 45th to go to beach. If they're day trippers, they drive right through those lights and they can come park at these provincial park, some of these provincial park parking lots. So I am driving on Shore Lane right now. I'm gonna hook a left here on, let's say, 46th, and because 46th to 51st are all pretty similar too, just like the other streets were on 43rd and 44th. Again, big mix of homes, and again, nothing is more than, if you're at, let's say you're the corner house of Mosley in any of these numbered streets, it's a 5-minute walk to the beach, an easy 5-minute walk. So there is one other through street here called Pinecrest that I just turned on, but it's just another street that runs east-west, just like Shore Lane does. And then the north-south streets run north-south. The numbered streets run north-south. Hey, if you're an investor and it's an old cottage on 100 wide and you want to build 2, that's a good option for you. Or if you just want that sense of space, keeping a 100-foot lot and building just on that, having that would be ideal too. This one is actually for sale right now. This is a corner lot, older home, but it looks like it's well kept. I haven't been in this one yet, but it looks like a nice property. But as you drive through, you'll look out again my side window here, and you'll see like an old house and a newer house, and sometimes it's a shack beside a monster. It's just the nature of, as these old cottages get passed down, they either get fixed up and kept in the family, or sold as a cottage, or they get torn down and something like this gets built, right? So it just kind of depends, but that's what you can expect on the north side of Mosley for a lot of Mosley, but specifically between 43rd and 51st is you're in this kind of feel of a neighborhood. This is what it looks like. There's a lot of construction going on in a lot of them, as you can see right now, but that's just because of how rare it is to get these lots on the north side of Mosley. Again, the key factors: walkability to the beach, like a serious walkability. You could be on the south side of Mosley on any of these numbered streets, and it is still 10 minutes walking distance to the beach, and that's fine. I would still consider that walking distance. The main thing is people don't like crossing the road. They don't like crossing Mosley because between 45th Street and the roundabout just past 70th, there's only 3 stoplights to cross the road. 45th, 51st, 58th, I think that's it. It's just a busy road, right? This is all the through traffic going towards Collingwood or Stainer, like they're all going through here. So people pay that premium to be on the north side of Mosley, and in this pocket specifically, because you're, again, driving distance to Collingwood and Blue Mountain, and you're walking distance to all those 45th Street amenities I just mentioned. I mean, the grocery store, you're probably going to drive there because you have groceries, but you can walk if you wanted to. Like, you are within walking distance. So Again, all those things make it really cool. It's not as busy as Beach 1 over here, so a lot of locals hang out over here too. It's just a nice spot. The sunsets are Wasaga sunsets. They're amazing. Nothing bad to talk about there. So just stick around for another minute or two, and I'll show you what the beach looks like here right now. All right, so we are at Beach Area 6. This is the beach area you would enjoy if you live or cottage anywhere between 43rd and 51st Street. I am standing into the Provincial Park. So this is where people will park when they come and come for the day from the GTA typically. And this is where they'll hang out. But it's really a small section of this beach. It's like one block, 47th to 48th kind of thing. So most people will just unlock or unload their cars, load their coolers, you know, right here. This is some stuff on the beach. I haven't cleaned it up yet for the summer. You could see, look, you can see Blue Mountain in the background. It is nice being on the west end and being that much closer to Blue Mountain in Collingwood. You could see it from the east end of Wasaga Beach. You can see the mountain. You can see it from the north end of Tiny on the bay side. It's not a close drive from the other side of Tiny. That is like an hour to go around this bay. But from here, it's nice. It's close to Collingwood. It's close to Blue Mountain. You're close to 45th Street, Mosley, Western amenities. The beauty of this 43rd to 51st I keep talking about, if you're north of Mosley, is the walkability to the beach without crossing the road. Like if walkability to the beach is important to you, if you have kids and you don't want them to cross the road and you just want to be able to walk to the beach comfortably and be able to walk to get a coffee in the morning and not have to cross the road or go to LCBO and get a top up, you are in some of the prime walking distance to amenities and beach and very close driving distance to Collingwood and Blue Mountain. So again, I know I say it over and over again, this is an amazing pocket of Wasaga Beach. 43rd, 51st, north of Mosley. All right, so that's all I can pack into this video. I really hope you enjoyed the home tour and also the West End, north of Mosley video tour between 43rd and 51st. Again, one of my hidden gems, one of my favorites. And if you feel like I missed something or you want me to expand on something or I didn't cover something enough, comment in the comment section below and I can reply to you, or we can cover a new video and expand on the West End. If you want any more information, all my contact info is in the description box of this video, where you can find all the ways to do that, especially by booking a Zoom call directly on my calendar at a time that works for you. Till then, looking forward to helping you make a smooth move to Wasaga Beach.